Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is August 25th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how to use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your research and make your own decisions. So Tesla split today. For every stock you had, you now have three, but they are worth three times less. So basically, you are just even Steven. You are not richer, but you have three times more shares. Tesla closed down $1.03, 0.35%, closed at 296.07. Sounds weird, 296.07. And post market, we are down by an additional 49 cents. Let's look at what we have on the chart. So basically, this is what's happening to my chart. I thought that TradingView was a little bit smarter because each time I was drawing a trend line, I thought it would pick maybe a stock price and date and set that up at that point in there. And then you divide everything by three. So the trend line should have followed everything. But this is not how the developers have implemented the trend line. So we are going to have to do them from scratch. So maybe this is a good opportunity to tell you a little bit how I draw my trend lines. So let's do this. Remove drawing right here so that we can remove all of the trend lines that we had. This is a little bit a sad moment because I had spent so much time, but what can we do? Nothing. So the way I approach the trend lines is that you can start at the top or you can start at the bottom. Let's see here. We can see that the stock was going up right here. It was going up, going up. We have a natural line that we can draw here. We can use the bottom of this part here and try to see where it fits the best at the bottom. We could say, okay, this is the line right here, and it would not be wrong. This is the line right here. It would not be wrong. And this is the line right here. So in fact, there are so many ways to do lines. And of course, we don't want the chart to be crowded, but we try to find the lines that make more sense. I know this is not very scientific, but if we look at the number of times a line touches, then this can give us an indication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one is crazy. 10, 11. And then if it touches on the other side, this is another confirmation. So this is pretty good here. This is very good on this one, a little bit higher. This is pretty spot on that one. This one that we have right here is great. And each time you do a support line, you can copy it to do the resistance line. So here we have a couple of channels here. So we have this one here that touches here, here pretty good, here pretty good, here pretty good, here also. And I think we had three. And there's definitely one that's above right here. We could do one here. It seems to fit pretty good here, but it also seems to fit pretty good right here. So I think we are into this double resistance kind of thing. I really like this one right here. I really like this one because it also coincides to half of the channel, and sometimes resistance and support can be at half of the channel. So this is why I like that one that I had already, I think. But this one, as I look at it, this one was quite interesting too. So I'm going to just put it a little bit paler. And yeah, this makes sense. And we see the trend right here. Then if we take a look at the tops, I draw support lines going up, and we draw resistance lines coming down. So now let's draw resistance lines. This one is pretty easy to do. We have a top here, we have a top here, we have a top here. This is a resistance line. And of course, we have smaller resistance line that I won't draw, but we have this one right here. Then we also have a support again here. This is a support line, and we only need to have two bottoms or two tops in order to draw a line. And I would do something like this, but make it a little bit darker. This one also a little bit darker. And this one I could draw, but there's not much point because it's already broken. It's not giving us any limits because the limit has already been broken. And in the past also, we had this one here. We had this here. That makes sense. It's touching in many places. I'm going to put it here. It's touching right here. And then the stock came outside, but then kept following it like here and also here. And I think we had something like this. This is where we extended ourselves. Right here, we stopped there. We came back here. There are many lines that impact the stocks. That's why my charts usually have a lot, because this is what is impacting the stock. This one right here was nice. This is starting to look like something, right? And in terms of the horizontal ones, this is pretty much the same thing. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but we have a flat top here. So we have a top here, a top here. So this is flat, and I copy it and I do the bottom one. So the bottom seems to be right here. And there was one, I think, a little bit higher, the kind of a double support kind of thing right here. And I will need to adjust all of my numbers because I'm going to have to change them and everything. So basically, this is what we have a little bit. And I was looking at this today. So we have a little bit of a move up within the congestion zone right here. And we had a move down, but we don't need to draw it right now. We had a move down and we broke it. That's a good sign. We could be going a little bit higher. This is what I would do as my first draft. And every single day, as you are looking at it, you will see other things and you will adjust things. So this is part of the process. This is more an art than a science, but at the same time, there are multiple answers. You can draw them a little bit differently, but they are still going to guide you, hopefully. I don't tend to fan it out like this. We could do this and it fits pretty well. We could do this and it fits pretty well. So, we could fan it out a lot, but then it would be broken all the time. And basically, what I find that makes more sense is to draw a channel at that point. Because basically, this is a channel and we are ping-ponging between the two all the time. And then I tend to do it inside of the channel instead. We can see it here. I can do it inside of the channel instead of doing one that starts from the highest top that was a long time ago. So I think it makes more sense to do it that way. Okay, let's look at the chart now. So we are making, yes, except for yesterday, we are making higher lows. This is interesting. And we have a red candle today. So this was the split day and we opened right here at 302 and we closed at 296, but we still made a higher low than on the 23rd and also the 22nd. In terms of the support, here are the new numbers that we are going to have to get used to: 280.55, 285.46. And in terms of support, 314.17. This is what we have right now. We are in this congestion zone and we are on our way to this big downward resistance that we have right here. So this is approximately 358 or so, depending on when we are going to reach it. So let's look at the 1 hour chart. So yes, we opened up, came down hard first hour, then bounced back up a little bit. So lots of activity here. Second hour was also down, but then we found support approximately at the low of this candle here at 291.63. We have a support here. You see that the two lines, that the two lows are basically at the same level, and it coincides with also this one. We could do something like this too. Boom. We could do something like this. So I think either I make it fit perfectly here and here, which I like pretty much, Or if I do this here, I'm going to break a body, and breaking a body is not something that I like to do. So I prefer to do it like this. I don't break any bodies, and I am at the bottom this wick and at the top of this wick. And if I have a couple of wicks outside, that's fine. This is the double support. If I want to be a little bit more precise, I would do it like this. So I would include the 2 wicks here with the support like this. So basically, this is my style of doing it. So then after the 2 hours down, then we came back up, down a bit, and we tested it again. And now we launched a little bit with nice green candle at the end of the day. So I like to see this. And if you want to look for patterns, this is a W. We did a W and we broke the top of the middle of the letters. So on the 1 hour chart, in terms of the pattern, this is a buy signal. And we have stochastic very close to 60. So tomorrow, if we have a candle that's a little bit higher, then we are going to get our stochastic over 60 on the 1 hour chart, and the stock should be moving up. Let's look at the VIX quickly. We had been over this support line for 3 days, and now we are coming down a little bit. So the market is cooling. Happy about that. Dow Jones, nice move. Look at this. It stayed on support. This is no magic. We had this support there. We touched it and did not reach it. And now we are launching from it. Super nice. Same thing for S&P 500. Same thing for NASDAQ Composite. Look at this. We are right smack on this resistance. So it has now become support. We don't have stochastic back over 60 yet. Do we have it? No, we don't have it on Dow Jones. We do have it for S&P 500. We don't have it yet for NASDAQ Composite, and we don't have it yet for NASDAQ 100. This was a little bit of a scare, but it seems like we are going to bounce for a while. We don't know how far we are going to bounce. If we bounce a little bit lower and start going down, then this will confirm that we have another downtrend that we are entering. If we make a top at the same level, then maybe this is a congestion zone that we are going to go into. And if we go a little bit higher, then maybe this is just our bullish channel that is continuing. Let's watch in the next couple of weeks what is going to happen with this. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.